Hey, what's up, people? My name is Kalendu Musimi. Kama kawaida ni Musimi, it's an exclusive interview about to go down. And seated next to me is an A-lister, a businesswoman, a mother, and of course, a reality TV star. I'm talking about the one and only Zari, the boss lady.
That is such a warm welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are looking absolutely beautiful. Karibu tena Kenya.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Of course, what brings you to Kenya is an amazing event, an amazing launch. Talk to us about it.
So we have the Galaxy Unpacked unveiling tonight because we're unveiling new products, and I cannot wait to show you guys what we have. Yeah.
Of course, your loyalty to, this particular brand, because before you actually, were brought on board 2 years ago, you mentioned your love for this particular brand. Your love for this particular brand. Talk to me about, this brand and why you love it.
I think the innovation, sometimes innovation is making our lives easier. Like me being a businesswoman, I don't really need to be in my office 24 hours. I can literally do everything that I need on my phone. If it's emails, if it's calls, if it's Zoom meetings, whatever it is, if I need to schedule programs for my kids, who needs to be where, who has soccer, who has what, everything can be done on my phone. So that is it's the future. These gadgets, that Samsung, and we're going to talk about this, but not today.
Is this the new one?
The new one. This is the Ultra 25. Yes.
Can I hold it? I really need to feel the yo.
Titanium, very heavy. I love it. I love the finishing. Slick, very slick, so clean. I love it.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, 2 years now, how has it been?
The relationship, our collaboration, my collaboration with Samsung is top notch. I mean, I understand the brand, and it's easy for me to work with Samsung because, who else would? It's Zari and Samsung. Yes.
And of course, Zari, now that you're here, apart from coming to Kenya for this particular brand, you are also trending on the socials. Kenyans are going mad, crazy. First of all, how generally, how was it shooting Young, Famous and African season 3?
It's nice and depressing at the same time because now you have all these fights and these people, but either way, it's fun. It is fun. Yeah.
Amazing. And then the wedding, the decor, the dress, but one thing for sure, it was absolutely amazing. But was that your dream wedding?
It was beautiful. It was my dream wedding. It's my husband, it's my kids, it's the people that I love, my sisters, my dad, my husband's family. That's all I need. I didn't need like something big. For me, it was about who was there. And that was it.
And do you think everybody that you invited was genuinely happy for you?
Some people are invited because I want them to see my happiness. It stings. So yeah, I'm not going to leave you out. Come see what's happening.
Because you invited everybody, including Diamond, and most people really don't invite their exes. I know, the father of your kids, but an ex as well. Most people wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm in a good space with Diamond, so we're really good friends. So why not? He decided to come, but I invited him. I did my part. Yeah.
You sold the rights to your wedding to Netflix. The question is why, but I would love to know for how much.
NDA. We signed NDAs, so yeah. Unfortunately, I can't give,
Okay, well, that's okay. But of course, about the wedding, there's a lot of people that spoke about a lot of things. And Annie thinks your wedding is similar to hers. Did you borrow some inspiration from her wedding as well?
I kind of feel like Annie is the Lulu. Simply put, she's the Lulu. How can you say it's your same venue? Don't you remember where your wedding was? Yeah. Don't you remember driving to that address? Is it the same address you drove to today? No, she's just the Lulu. Yeah. But we're going to forgive Annie. Let's move past that. Let's move past Annie. She is who she is.
Right, well, for those people who've also seen the show, and I know that the snippets are on social media, Diamond said he can have you by a snap of a finger.
Diamond is another gaslighter. I think we've all seen what Diamond did in the show, and he has to say words or things like this to get to Shakib, because Shakib at this point, he's winning. He married the mother of your kids, and I feel like it stings, and you have to say things to make you, to feed your ego. Diamond's ego is something else. So the things he says is to feed his ego, and if you take him serious, you'll hurt. But because I know him, Shakib has learned to know Diamond. We just look at him and I'm like, yeah, try. If you can, try.
Well, people out here know that Diamond and Zuchu have been dating. You know that as well. Do you think it's fair to Zuchu that he keeps, denying her?
The pain that he puts that girl through, I would die. I would be depressed. But again, it's not my space. It's not my relationship. And I'm not going to comment. Yeah.
Because I know you've commented before about it, and how did she take it? The very first time you commented about their relation, the on and off relationship.
Zuchu doesn't say anything to me, unfortunately. We speak when she's with the kids, or she will call me to say, Mama T, let me speak to the kids. She's such a sweet girl. But anything else, Zuchu would never come asking me anything, unfortunately. She's such a sweet girl. Yeah.
All right, well, and also, Zari, here in Kenya, some of the things that you've done, society can, say they're kind of like, they're deemed weird, some of them. You spoke about the need to get a second husband at one time in your life, and the internet was not taking it.
They are not really weird. This is something that was happening in South Africa. It was in the parliament. People are like, okay, it was a debate that was in the parliament that women need to have two husbands. Well, the bill never passed, but it's not something that I took out of my own context and said. It was a parliament thing happening in South Africa. So if the bill passed, voila, women were going to be happy. Personally, I just can't deal with two men. It's just so much work. Yeah.
And of course, your husband didn't take that particular comment quite well, yeah?
My husband will sulk at everything else, but he needs to understand he married a weirdo, so he needs to, he needs to understand that is just my wife.
We've seen Tifa and Nilan, in Tanzania with their grandmother, their dad. We've seen a lot about Diamond, but we've also seen the side as a father. How would you describe Diamond as a father?
Besides Diamond being one of the greatest musicians that we have on African soil, Diamond is a great father. All his drama, everything that he does, Diamond, when it comes to his kids, I give him 10 out of 10. He wins. He's good. He's a provider. He's caring. He's nurturing. When Nilan sometimes is really giving me problems, boys that age can be something else. I just say, I'm calling Papa, put him on the phone, and he's going to straighten Nilan up in a second. And then I'm like, okay, now that's a father speaking, because I can't, So I give him credit. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, Shakib is also spending a lot of time with the kids as well. How is he playing his role as your husband to your kids as well?
Shakib being a sweet guy, he's got a beautiful heart. One thing about my husband, he has a beautiful heart. And when I see him with my kids, whether it's the big boys or the small ones, and you're like, wow. I mean, this is something new to him. It's one thing waking up and say, I love your mom. It's one thing adopting 5 kids and these big ones. And the fact that he's settling in very well with us, I give him credit too. Like, my husband is a gem. Yeah.
And, he's spoken about not having the possibility of, having kids with you. How do you take that?
It's something that is spoke about, but we're not saying that it can't happen, because my husband already has 2 sons. It's just because I think their mothers don't allow them in the limelight. But Shakib has 2 sons as it is. Yeah.
So is he a present father?
He is. He is involved in his kids' lives. Yeah.
Of course, let me talk about your 2 first sons, Pinto and Raphael. They're growing up. Pinto, I don't know what he's doing, but I've seen him, kind of like taking over. Could you just tell us what Pinto is doing?
He's running the company with me, and Raphael also steps in to help. So I kind of feel like he's at the right age where he needs to get in and start doing things. And if I don't teach him now, I don't think he's going to learn at a later stage. So I'm guiding him, I'm mentoring him. He's in the business, and he's running our real estate, because we've got real estate, we've got apartments and a lot of rentals in South Africa. Pinto is handling all of that, and I'm so proud. Just imagine something happens to me and I'm the soul of everything. It means everything crashes. So involving my son when they're still young, should something happen to me, it's easy for them to continue their lives. So I'm training them.
And of course, we've seen Pinto get out in terms of, his YouTube channel. Well, Raphael, the second born, yeah, who is here with us, yeah. How are you, molding him into his film industry career?
He chose. This is something that he chose. He loves it. The only thing he needed was equipment, and I told him, look, we're getting the equipment. Start your own thing. See how it goes. If you're happy, you continue. You build a brand from it. If it doesn't work out, look, you're growing. So you're gonna try this. You're gonna try that until you find exactly what you want. So in the meantime, he loves filming, and that's where I'm supporting him. Yeah.
Looking at the other three, it's Quincy, and then there's Nilan, and then there's Princess Tifa. Yes, and then there's Princess Tifa. Where do you see them? What do you see them doing?
Latifa is a mini me, or even worse. Latifa is very intelligent. Latifa is smart. She is a go-getter. Latifa is those kids that you look and you're like, okay, she's going to be something, So I kind of feel like that is one of my special kids. Latifa is going to take after me. And with this .com generation, she's going to fit in perfectly. Who knows? She could be the biggest movie star or something. I think she's destined for the film industry. Acting jobs, that is more Latifa. Baba loves soccer, which is Nilan loves soccer. Quincy, I'm yet to find out because he's still in high school. He's finishing his Form 5 this year. So he's very focused on studying, and he does play basketball. Yeah.
What word would you give people, mothers that are raising teenage sons and, teenage daughters as well?
Be friends with your children. Because when you're friends, you get to talk about things. I get to sit with my boys and we speak like sisters and brothers. Yeah. There's boundaries, obviously. I'm the mother and they're still the kids. But we need to have that open relationship where we talk about things. So that I'm not going to find out later, oh, you were doing this behind my back. How could you? Why didn't you tell me? I could have supported you. Or some kids go through depression. And before you know it, some kids commit suicide. And you're like, but this is my child. Why didn't I notice? So we are open. I told them no matter how bad it is, tell me. I am your go-to-go person. Before anybody else, I am your go-to-go person. So be very friendly to your kids. You get to know who your kids are. But us growing up was a scam. We were never allowed to talk. When you're talking back, you don't have respect. And our parents really treated us like we were slaves. I don't understand this thing with African parents. How I grew up is not how I'm raising my kids. So yeah.
And of course, Kenyans are giving suggestions of which Kenyan should be on the Young, Famous and African. We have Betty Kyalo, there is Akothe, there is Mineke, there is Sarah Kabu, there is Vera Sidika, there is Acheng Agutu, and there is a lot on social media.
And I only know Vera and Akothe from that list. Maybe if I see their faces, then I know who, but the names here. Yeah, Akothe would be okay. She can have that. Let me say our show is just not about drama, so it shouldn't be because there's so much drama, we need dramatic people. Yeah, Kote could be good. Vera is fine. I kind of feel like Vera has that vavavoom for famous and, vavavoom kind of vibes. Yeah, those two would be good.
Yeah. Well, from Zari to you guys, and of course, who would you say is your favorite cast on Young, Famous and African, and the least favorite as well?
Favorite cast, Kaylee. Kaylee is a sweet girl. She seems chilled. She doesn't bother nobody. She stays in her lane. She doesn't scream. And the rest of us, we are weirdos. Yeah.
Who is your least favorite?
Fantana. In a sense that people are telling you it's in black and white, and you are saying, I'm seeing green, guys. It's yellow. But we're saying it's in black and white. See it. She doesn't want to see it. She's giving dance vibes, yeah. So
I remember in season 2 you spoke about Zuchu and you said he has a gun.
Happened in season 3 and she's still dumb about it. But look, the heart wants what it wants. So we will let Fantana be. Yeah, let her learn the hard way.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Zari. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best tonight during the launch.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana, guys. That is Zari, the boss lady right here on Mpasho. My name is Kalendu Musimi. Behind the camera is the one and only Ivy Modhani.